Yeah, y'all, we back on the scene to pull the lesson out. It's Gaming Looks Good, where we look at one game from the lens of diversity. I'm Shareef Jackson, y'all. You could tweet me at Shareef Jackson. Check out the hashtag Gaming Looks Good on Twitter, or go to gaminglooksgood.com, which is my blog, and you can see all the YouTube videos and some of the other science-related stuff that I post as well. So we're gonna be looking at Evolve today from 2K. And in Turtle Rock Studios. And in particular, we're going to be looking at one of the characters in the game, Maggie. Now, this game is about a team of 4 hunters that are going to attack one monster. And Maggie is one of the 12 hunters. Only 4 are available at the beginning, but she's also one of the 2 black characters in the game. So this site that you see up now, this is all I had to go off of, really. This is the website, and as you can see, it says Maggie, quiet woman with a past shrouded in mystery, and has her pet Daisy. So I read that, I look at the photo, I see face paint, I see a scowl on the face, I see a rather beastly looking pet, and my first thought, right, wrong, or different, is I hope they get this right, because this could either go really, really right, and you could have, a kind of hard, layered character that's been through some stuff and is ready to kick ass, or you could have a stereotype of sort of this savage, non-English speaking, just wild character that is always going to be wilder and crazier than the normal white characters in the game, because that happens a lot. And especially when I see that face paint, for some reason game designers, they love doing these like native characters that are just wild and kind of that whole unga bunga stereotype of warriors, right? So let's actually go to the video and see if that actually came to play. Spoiler alert, it didn't. And I was pleasantly surprised by Maggie in this game. So let's start out with the first video that you see in the entire game. This is really going to set the scene for the game, right? So let's press play on this one. So yeah, once again, y'all, I saw that scowl, saw the face paint, and I was like, "Oh Lord, oh Lord, please get it right." But you know what? When I look at the other faces here, which, by the way, 2 female characters in a shooter, +1 to evolve in 2K. Here and there, they all got scowls, y'all. They all look pretty demented and crazy and ready to kick ass, right? And that's the key. That's a big key to diversity, y'all, is balance, right? Making sure that the black characters, but basically all the women, all the minorities, and all the intersections of that in between are not ascribed only those stereotypes that are commonly thrown out in lesser works, right? So if a lesser studio made this, she would have been the only one that's kind of like scowled out and crazy and like all that stuff, So the fact that, everybody looks like they're about their business here really warms my monster killing soul. And I just love that scene. They all got their weapons up and they're ready to go. Now, I skip forward a little bit. This is where Maggie actually rescues Hank, the support class here, with the cigar in his mouth. And let's check out how she rescues him. Yeah, so she starts blasting away, y'all. Once again, I looked at this. Again, I have that background story. I have these short clips. Haven't heard her say a thing. So I'm still a little worried, even though I see that everybody else, has the same kind of vibe as her. So she doesn't stick out. I'm like, they can still mess it up with the voice. They can still just give her this savage, crazy voice, or this like, hello, Captain, like this kind of slavish voice. Like, I'm like, yo, just get it right. You know what I'm saying? Just get it right. So let's actually skip ahead to the part where they're actually showing all the hunters in the ship before they drop down onto the planet, and let's see if we can get some of that voice.
Get as many people off-world as we can.
Fine by me. Always wanted to lead a desperate retreat against impossible odds.
Black guy? Yes. So this dude, I haven't even unlocked him yet because I'm not that far in the game. But just wanted to say, yeah, okay.
It may be desperate, but nothing is impossible.
What's our time frame?
Right. So, yo, 3 characters there. Like you see that they're all kind of in a tight group. They all have their little catchphrases and like that kind of stuff. So like it's a little campy, but that's cool. I can accept that, right? Now let's see how they intro Maggie as not a part of this big group here.
They are likely not native.
Monsters. We're hunting monsters.
Yeah, so she's in the background assembling her weapons, but she's still paying attention because she corrects that robot and says, yo, we hunting monsters, you know what I'm saying? And she has that same look, and once again, y'all, it looks like she is just about to kick ass, just like everybody else on this ship. And that's really cool. And she definitely plays, as they said in that profile, that like kind of loner, keeps to herself kind of character, right? So let's see the rest.
And we're supposed to evac the whole damn colony? Hope these folks are used to disappoint. Right now they're used to getting eaten.
I'm sorry, that had nothing to do with Maggie, but that was just hilarious. So let's proceed here. Actually, to the scene where they're dropping off into the planet, and you really get a sense of how Maggie is when she's in the team as opposed to in the ship with everyone. So let's check that out.
Hank, you still cooking tonight?
Oh yeah, nothing like a cookout to wash away the taste of a standard synth paste ration. Any requests?
Just make sure it's dead this time, okay?
What, you didn't like the grilled canyon eel?
Maybe if it stopped moving. Yeah, that was kinda disgusting.
I didn't ask for nobody's medical opinion.
Yeah, so as y'all can see there, got the little banter, like the back and forth. So Maggie shows that even though her nature, is to be kind of that off in the background, slowly paying attention thing, she can also dish it with the best of them, and like she can also hold a conversation with her team. So, just these little scenes already set up a multi-layered character that's obviously been through some stuff, has her pet, can be kind of withdrawn in the ship, but can also, be a part of the 4-person team when they're on that hunt. So once again, y'all, they've done a great job with the characterization here, and the voice actress Shareef Booth just does an excellent job here, if you haven't noticed already. So let's go to when they jump down and when they start having some conversations when they're actually in the hunt. Let's check it.
Mags, how'd you end up with the pet trap jaw anyway? You never been?
Bought her on Winter Station. Sheer exports a lot of wildlife.
Well, she's worth her weight in gold, the way she zeroes in on the monster like that.
This isn't the first time we've hunted monsters.
Oh, that's so dope. That part is so dope because first she just gives, a basic answer to Hank's question, right? Like, yo, this is how I got Daisy, and then like Hank's like, yo, thank God, because one of Daisy's features in the game is that she actually sniffs out the monster and looks for the footprints of the monster, which are those bright blue things. And then just the way that Maggie says, like, this isn't the first time we've hunted monsters, that adds to that mystery, right? Like, what's she talking about? Has she seen these exact monsters? Is she talking about maybe monstrous people, maybe evil people, on the colony? Maybe just other trap jaws. Like, there's so many options, and I just love a game that introduces a certain character to you, but then also leaves part of that to your imagination. And that's what's done with all these characters, but great to see it done in a black character in a game. So let's see how the dialogue changes when they actually meet up with the monster.
Get the shield ready!
Yeah, that's me getting punched in the face. But automatically changes to Kraken, eat this. So the Kraken is the monster. Shout out to my nerds if you know what the Kraken is. But I'm saying like she just automatically switches to that battle mode. And as I skip to later in the fight, you'll see she's like issuing commands, giving people status updates, all that good stuff. So, this is her in full battle mode, being very communicative toward the rest of the team.
Keep firing! It's working!
Traps ready. Stand by.
Val's gone!
Lightning Beast! I am your doom!
Lightning Beast, I am your doom. So a lot of stuff happened there, y'all. So, Maggie says, keep firing, it's working. So like she just shooting non-stop at the monster. Traps are ready because she's laying down those like harpoon traps. She screams that Val is gone because Val, who's the medic character, the like a healer, actually dies there. So she like goes from loner to the kind of jokes and the small talk to just I'm taking over the scene. So all these different layers, in a black character. We don't see it a lot. So play Evolve, check out Maggie, and let me know what you think, y'all. But before we go, I always have to end with something funny. So I'm actually going to go into a glitch that I came across where I kept getting eaten by some kind of sewer animal or something, and the game wouldn't let me finish. I actually had to reset my computer. So this only goes on for a couple seconds in the video, but trust me, it went on for like 5 minutes or something like that. So y'all, gaminglooksgood.com, gaming looks good on Twitter, the hashtag, and follow me at Shareef Jackson. Peace.
Good go!